I tweeted out earlier, I said, I'm not going to be surprised by anything the 49ers do. I was surprised by that. I was shocked to the point of I didn't know what to do or say. So, and then I've been checking out Ricky Pearsall, wide receiver prospect in the 2024 draft class. We already know about that. He scored a 9.90 RAS out of a possible 10. This ranked 32 of 3,121 wide receivers from 1987 to 2024. By the way, that's RS's relative athletic score. Is a metric that combines the various categories measured at the NFL Combine: height, weight, wingspan, drill exercises, into one aggregate number that is then contextualized against other athletes in the same position. I don't know, man. Is that what you were looking? I didn't see that coming. I was blindsided. We've been talking about offensive linemen for 2 years. Every offseason, we always talk about got to get some offensive line stuff. And they still can. I know that. I don't want to overreact on that. But I just didn't see that one coming. If you didn't trade up Deebo. Remember the rumor at the beginning of the event? Deebo and Brandon Aiyuk are being used as trade pieces for the 49ers looking to trade up into the top 10. And so nobody bit. And because nobody's going to pay all that money. Aiyuk hasn't even been paid yet. You got to pay him. And, of course, you got Deebo and nobody. I wonder if that's true. I wonder if Deebo and Aiyuk could both call and ask John or whomever, you guys are going to trade us? You didn't tell us anything about that, did you? Okay. How come? So I'm wondering, did that cause some more problems? I'm amused. So, but I'm not going to get mad at, what's his name? Ricky Pearsall. We've talked, and then of course after Ricky Pearsall comes on, this happens all the time too. Xavier Leggett, or whatever however you pronounce his name, right? He comes on. I didn't know what he looked like, fam. You guys been talking about him a lot. I'm not paying any attention to that. He comes on the screen, huge, big dude. Yak is his middle name. We got Ricky Pearsall. Okay, you know what? Be quick tonight, fam. We've been at this for a while. So we're going to longer conversations tomorrow. We're going to be back tomorrow for the second round of the draft, which will probably be happier tomorrow. Let's see what happens. All right. Tony.
Ronbo.
I made a tweet today. Tony came in and says, well, I forgot what you said, but it was perfect for what just took place. But what are you thinking?
Stupidity personified.
That's what you wrote in that response tweet. You can't prepare for what the 49ers do. But go ahead, Tony. Amplify.
Ronbo, we demonstrated now I'm way down here in Australia. So we demonstrated, when I say we, the 49ers, to the rest of the world and the whole of the NFL how important an offensive line was when we lost all four of our quarterbacks and lost the last Super Bowl because of the same reason. Now, if we had won those two Super Bowls, the whole entire league would be talking about the 49ers return to a dynasty. Instead, what we did was we gifted Patrick Mahomes a free ticket into the Hall of Fame. All right? You can't get more stupidity than that. All right? We dominated this boy for 3.5 quarters in both Super Bowls with a lead in the last 5 minutes. Right? And Patrick Mahomes would only have one Super Bowl if we didn't gift him another two. And then you go and pick a wide receiver, and the team after you picks a better one.
Yeah.
Make it make sense. I mean, was that, out of all the goddamn players left to pick, was that the best pick available in the draft? I doubt it.
I do too. And I seen the pick I wanted after that. I didn't know anything about Leggett. Oh, why did you pick this guy? Why did you pick him? It makes no sense, Tony. There's no way to make any sense of that.
Oh, I mean, as soon as they picked that, Ronbo, I just went straight to the fridge and grabbed a beer.
It's the best thing you could do.
Started drinking to calm my nerves.
But because you didn't get an offensive lineman, they didn't even bother to get a defensive lineman. I assume they're going to say things like, "Well, we have guys in camp that are just as good as what the draft was offering. So this is the route we took. This is our plan C."
Well, it must have been Plan F. Because, I mean, the defensive pass rusher that I wanted, the Colts got him.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I was expecting them to go O-line. There's a shitload of receivers left on the board. And we have got a second-round pick, haven't we?
Yeah, we got one.
Well, you could have used that.
To get Pearsall.
Now you've got this dude that's a first-round pick, all right, and he's a wide receiver, and then you're going to have to, if he, you know, I mean, maybe, Ronbo, all of us will eat our words, and I hope we do.
I do too. And this I always do.
Turns out to be a firecracker. But, you know, what are you going to do with his fifth-year option?
Especially if he shows up and shows out, he'll be another guy. We're going to pretend like, well, you know, we'll get that done. We're going to tend to something else right now, but we'll be back to you. And his agent's going nuts. He might, you know what? We could be wrong, Tony. He could be a ball of fire. We'll see, because Shanahan seems to know. Wide receivers, I just don't want him picking anything else besides wide receivers.
Yeah, I know what he's thinking. You know, this guy can block and do all this.
But he's not that big.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh. There's other dudes in there that can block and run. That guy that they picked after him, Leggett, or whatever his name is.
Bet he can block.
They said that at full speed that he was one of the fastest dudes in the whole of college.
Oh, and Tony, we're gonna have to continue tomorrow. It was short and sweet after this. Well, listen, I'm feeling you on that.
Give me game speed over the combine any day.
Any day. All right. So we're agreement on this. This is just. I'll see you tomorrow after round 2 and see if we can be made any happier.
I don't know. We'll see. All right. Shout out to Evan Ellis, Big Show, Papa D, who said that Shanahan could never get the blame for anything, and he's 100% right. And the rest of the mob, I'll catch you in the next chapter, brother.
Cheers, Tony. We'll be okay somehow. All right, fam.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Good day. I want to see a 49er fan. No, what are you complaining about? Pearsall's a great pickup. Hey, Jack.
Yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Finally, they listening, baby, to what the hell Jack is saying, baby. I told you that Deebo got exposed after the Super Bowl, Ronbo. We need a route runner, okay?
Oh.
This guy has been better every single year, and he's done it successfully with multiple quarterbacks, including Anthony Richardson, who went really high to the Colts. And he went really high to the Colts because he was throwing to this man. And if he had a more accurate quarterback, a source says, NFL.com, I don't know how fast he is, but he gets open and he got great hands. Just needs a more accurate quarterback, which what Brock Purdy is and what we got. So now when we do trade Deebo Samuel, guess what?
In the morning,
everybody, we got route runners everywhere you look, including our running back, including our tight end, including our fullback, Ronbo. God damn, this is perfect. This is perfect. You guys don't see this right now, but I'm telling you right now. And guess what, guys? He's a wide receiver that doesn't like cats, a la Dante Pettis. Thank God for that.
It's funny you mentioned that because we got somebody here that says A.J. Jenkins and Dante Pettis number 2. Okay, you know what?
But he's a leopard. He's a leopard. This is a leopard talking about cats. He's going to jump out of nowhere, create this shiftiness like what leopards do. You know what I'm saying? When they're running away from lions and everything else, hyenas and this and that, he gets open. You're going to see him jump out from here to there like what Aiyuk does. So, and just like Aiyuk, like I said, he just keeps getting better. So I'm really excited. And, I did want to go get that defensive tackle, Newton, and there were some, other defensive players. But, hey, maybe when we trade Deebo, Ronbo, we got a chance to do all that because I'm telling you, we're not trading Aiyuk. This is because we're not trading Aiyuk, guys. This is because Shanahan sees that route running ways that made Aiyuk take that leap and make Brock Purdy look even better is because of his route running skills. And now we got two guys like that. And throw in a sprinkle of Juwan Jennings, guys. Man, I'm telling you, stay excited and I'm flabbergasted, man. This is
what
amazing.
About Trent Taylor?
Trent Taylor, also a number 4 receiver, can run routes, Ronbo. So there you go, guys.
Okay.
There you go.
You know what, though, Jack?
Ronbo,
Pearsall could have been picked up in the second round if the 49ers wanted to trade up.
That's true. That's right. That's right. But you don't know. You don't know with the incredible catch. He had the best catch of the whole year. I don't know if you've seen that, where he went up with one hand, Odell Beckham-like, grabbed it, and got hit as well, unlike Odell did when he had that crazy catch. Got hit by 2 guys, it looks like, and still held onto the ball. He spends his paychecks that he gets on his tattoos. Why? Because he's confident. He knows he's going to the next level. And I'm telling you, this guy just keeps getting better. Again, I want to reiterate, and he's done it with multiple quarterbacks. Man, let's fucking go, baby. It's your boy, Jack. Can't wait for round 2, baby. It's excited, baby. Come on, man. Stay excited with me, baby. I'm not paying you, Ronbo. I'm not paying you not to stay excited, baby. Come on.
Listen, I'll be happy. If you know what, maybe I'll be delighted somewhere during preseason.
Woo!
Right now, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing.
I'm telling you, hey, I'm telling you right now, we got a straight killer. We got a killer in the building. Stay tuned.
All right. I'll wait. I won't get mad now. I was pretty upset earlier, but I'll wait. We'll see. Because as I said,
Deebo. Whoa.
Jack,
Deebo is got to go.
After day 2.
We only got route runners now. Only route runners in the building. All right.
Have a great day, Jack. Okay, well, Jack shed some different light on it. I just didn't know anything about him. I don't know. Why? You picked that, used 31. Okay, when have we picked wide receivers in round 2? Well, Deebo's the last quarterback, or the last wide receiver we picked in round 2, right? Aaron, come on in. Deebo's the last. We never pick up. This is really weird. Aiyuk was the last guy we picked up in round 1, period. But we don't pick up wide receivers. Aaron.
Ronbo.
Yes, Aaron. Here we are. So what do you think, Aaron? You got another wide receiver. You didn't lose any. And I guess you're getting ready to think about Juwan Jennings leaving next year or something. Or like Jack says, you're getting rid of Deebo tomorrow.
I mean, I think most of them had him like a second rounder. So, I mean, I don't know.
You ever heard of Ricky Pearsall?
I mean, Oh, yeah. I watched some of his his gameplay, in college. So,
Does he look like a winner? I mean, a guy we could really use.
well, you know what, Ronbo? I truly believe that Kyle picked him tonight because he used to play wide receiver too.
True.
He's hard on receivers. So, then again, he might be that good. I don't know.
Because honestly, I didn't know anything about Aiyuk either. Because I don't have time to watch college football like I'd like to. But, Aiyuk turned out all right. And this guy is Jack loves him. And you said he wasn't bad. So I don't want to hate on him. I wanted a priority in most of our minds was to get offensive line help. Or if you're going to go ahead and get a defensive tackle or something, we need to stop the run. Now we got Ricky Pearsall. What's he going to help us with? Well, offense. Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah. Or we could have drafted a cornerback like Cooper DeSheen.
Yeah. No, we got a wide receiver. Everybody says best player available should be what you do. Maybe Ricky was the best. Maybe it's the BPA. I can't wrap any kind of logic behind that move. We'll find out, I guess, later.
But
no, Slacks is right. We don't know anything about this player until he gets on the field. Yeah.
I know, but I think tomorrow's going to be interesting because I know they got to get an O-line, please.
Oh, no, they have to.
Please.
The 49ers cannot leave this draft tomorrow without an offensive lineman. Now, they're going to do what the rounds are 2, 3, and 4? Yeah.
Well, tomorrow is second round and third round.
Only 2, 3, and that's right. 2, 3, second round and third round, and then 4 through 7 on the third day. Okay, so 2 rounds, Niners. And if you're still trying to trade Deebo tomorrow, I can't believe you would do that. He's worth more than a second round pick. You're not going to get the value you want for him. So Deebo's not getting traded tomorrow, Jack. I'm telling you right now, he's not leaving. And so, but go ahead, Aaron.
But I think tomorrow they'll, probably get an offensive tackle or guard and maybe a corner. So, I think it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
But I'm still not over that pick tonight.
No. Hey, what was your first feeling when you saw that name come across the screen? Were you shocked?
Like I was just in awe. Like my mouth was just wide open.
Yeah, I didn't know what. Why? I'm thinking, how many times have we talked about how badly we need an offensive lineman, and they go get a wide receiver, and I'm just like, what? And I told myself before this draft, don't be surprised by what they do. I was. Well, like you say.
Wow.
Maybe they know something about an offensive lineman they can get tomorrow that fits the program. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I was really surprised they didn't go with a D-line in the first round.
Yeah, that was going to be the choice. It was offensive lineman or defensive lineman. But the wide receiver? No, that's...
Man.
There's not enough ball for all these receivers. I can't wait to see. Okay, so Danny Gray's probably out. He gets cut. Chris Conley, we're going to have to count up how many wide receivers we got. We do this every year. Let's see how many wide receivers we got and who's going to stay. That'll be easy to figure out. Pearsall's not getting cut. Deebo and Aiyuk definitely aren't getting cut.
6 wide receivers.
Yeah, so we can almost pick those out right now. But let's wait till tomorrow. Aaron, I'm going to go. I'm going to see you tomorrow, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Aaron. Night, fam.
All right.
It's just really amazing to think about it. You just don't know what to do. Well, it's a big show. Show, get in here, man. And Show put some light on
I
this.
don't know why people are whining like little babies, and they call me a whiner, and I complain a lot, and they're the ones on here crying like babies and doing the exact same thing they accuse me of doing.
Let me wipe my
But
tears.
I'm going to shed light on this pick because
Okay, please.
pick 31 is basically at the bottom of the base. Is basically the
Top of the
basement
second
pick,
round.
an early round 2 pick.
Yeah.
So we basically did pick in round 2. So stop complaining about that. Number 1. Number 2. Ricky Pearsall is very durable. He played in a very competitive conference in college, a powerhouse school in the University of Florida, against other powerhouse teams like Clemson and South Carolina and
He's in the South.
other
delighted. Yeah.
other teams like that. And he's played a total of 33 career games, 11 at Arizona State and 22 at the University of Florida. So he's extremely very durable and very reliable, which is what I was looking for in this draft. And I'm glad we found somebody in the first round that is reliable.
Yeah.
Because lately, the players that we've been picking at the bottom haven't been so reliable. Javon Kinlaw, there were red flags from a lot of teams, which is why he fell out of the top 10 because of knee issues.
Mm-hmm.
And that came to fruition with us when he missed time with us and never got off the ground running.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be happy about this pick because he runs all the routes. He ran a 4.41 at the combine. And he's going to replace either Aiyuk or Deebo, whoever we trade tomorrow or Saturday or something, if that happens.
We're trading Deebo.
One of them.
Now, how are you going to pay him on the second day?
I think I'm starting to think they'll let Aiyuk play his 5th year and then move off him after 2024 because they need to get cheap at that wide receiver room. We have a lot of players leaving next year, Ronbo.
Yeah.
A long list. We need to bring back our defensive backs. And also, we need to sign Brock Purdy. Should we do that? Because I think Aiyuk's going to help, and Pearsall's going to help.
Wide receiver.
Pearsall's going to help. We got a wide receiver when we drafted Aiyuk. That was a long time ago, but he's going to help develop. He's going to help Brock Purdy's development, and I think should we have gotten rid of Aiyuk this year, Brock Purdy would have digressed badly.
Well, yeah. I think the Aiyuk thing is over. I think he gets signed now soon. Well, he'll have to wait.
I don't think he gets signed at all. I think he's going to play his 5th-year option out, and then they'll move him off of it this year.
So that's why they got this kid in, because Aiyuk's going to be pissed off and probably be playing half-hearted football. For the first 6
And
months,
what happens when we sign our players, Ronbo, with the big contracts? They slack off.
No, I know. But here's the thing. Aiyuk, the 49ers, I think you're right. Aiyuk's not going to play for the first 6 weeks. How many weeks can they hang out and still get paid for the season? Is it 6 or how many?
I'm not sure about that. Are you talking about them missing games when they don't get played or paid?
Yeah, and they just sit down and just protesting, and then they don't come out and play. So you have a certain amount of games.
And then looking like crap, like Nick Bosa did when he missed all that time during OTAs and mandatory minicamp. He didn't have exactly a great year last year like he did the year before his contract came to fruition.
But what I'm saying is, Aiyuk's going to say, well, I'm not getting on the field till I get paid. Well, okay. And
well,
then
good luck with that. You're not going to get paid then.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you right now, he's looking for a payday, and now having heard that he's got dangled as a
But
chip.
I have a suspicion that it's going to be Aiyuk because if we trade Deebo pre-June 1, it's going to be a cap hit with us, a huge cap hit.
Yeah, you can't afford to trade Deebo. That's why when I heard that, what?
No, and that's why I think it's more of Aiyuk going to be traded because
his contract
we won't be affected by it. We'll get a higher draft pick and then get our offensive lineman there. I want Zach Frazier, that center out of the West Virginia, the wrestler, the 4.0.
Detroit versus everybody. Number one.
Detroit didn't beat the Niners.
They choked on 4th down twice.
But anyway, so we're gonna go. I've been around here a long time.
But yeah, I'm leaning towards more Aiyuk because we'll get a higher draft pick for him, like a 34 pick in round 2, and we'll be affected by Deebo if we trade him. And
oh no, it's
it'll be a huge cap hit.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we'll turn into the Broncos that way, and we don't want to do that.
No. All right,
so
let me.
All right, take care. All right, shout out to everyone. All right, take care.
Appreciate you for throwing some light on that. All right. Is that Papa Dragon? Is he protesting?
It is.
Or is he breaking walnuts?
No.
Bob, get in it, man, because you know what? This has been a very confusing day.
Why?
Well, because I'm going to learn to stop anticipating 49er moves. Every time I do that.
But you don't.
You know.
You don't. You never do. You don't do that. You don't. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously you could be a little bit shocked, right?
No.
But the reality is that the 49ers are about to move to a very expensive quarterback. Okay?
Yeah.
And when you have an expensive quarterback, you do what the Jets do. You trade up and you draft a guy who runs a 4-2-1. And while Brock Purdy can throw the ball about 55 yards, Patrick Mahomes can throw at 78 yards.
And with velocity.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the Chiefs are playing chess. The 49ers are going off of their system. They picked a good player. So let me explain myself why I disagree with it and why I understand it. I disagree with it because when you have a Super Bowl team, it's imperative that you pick players that make you better today. Now, while there's a possibility, and a good possibility, that Ricky makes them better today, I truly believe that they passed up 2 potential All-Pros with the board. Because sometimes you have to go off the board and you say, okay, you get in trouble when you don't pick the best player available. So they had Johnson, the sitter, sitting there, and they had the safety cornerback sitting there. And they still need a free safety. And I'm not saying they can still pick up one of those guys tomorrow. So it's not the end of the world situation. It really isn't. But Ricky's a good football player. Good hands, fast, strong, 42-inch vertical, scores in the 90th percentile as far as athletes go.
I saw
played in a tough division.
Yeah.
Listen, people in the South, especially Florida, those are athletes beyond athletes. You know how they sometimes say, like, in the deepest reaches of the Congo is the epitome of athletic perfection. Well, I'm just saying, this dude has been competing with that. He's been competing with that. Okay.
And who did he have for
quarterback? Still don't agree.
A couple of years ago, the guy that went.
He's had different quarterbacks. He's had this dude. He one-hand catches. To me, he's a combination between Aiyuk and Cooper Kupp. That's what you just drafted. That's what you got.
Wow.
Okay. So, and he's an excellent route runner. Now, this is the truth. On my wide receiver board, I didn't put receivers based on talent. I put receivers based on how soon can they play for Kyle Shanahan. How soon can they earn his trust? Okay? And he was number 2 on my receiver board.
Number 2?
McCaffrey's number 3. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, he threw Aiyuk in the doghouse. None of us still know what it's for. Maybe he didn't like the smell of Afro-Sheen. I don't know what the problem was, Ronbo, but he put him in the doghouse.
Yeah. Well, remember, there was a thing about him lagging in practice. Remember they put the speedometer on him in practice and use that for a point to punish? I couldn't stop laughing. I said, wait a minute, you guys have got, because all the players wear this little device in their clothes that you can measure how quickly they're moving out there, and apparently Aiyuk was lagging.
It's ridiculous. So, you know, I understand Jack's excitement, but I also understand Tony's being upset because again, I'm seeing teams are starting to catch up. Right? Again, it's all about playing 3D chess in competition, right? Mm-hmm. So obviously, for this pick to really work out for us, in my opinion, this kid's got to replace somebody this season. He's got to get on the field, and he's got to have at least 45 catches. At least for this to be a win.
I got to see this.
He can listen, Ronbo. 42-inch vertical is no joke.
Yeah.
Okay, he runs. He runs. He got timed at 4.4, but he runs in a 4.3. Okay, he catches bullets with one hand. He blocks.
Yeah.
He's a route runner.
Yeah.
Don't think that Kyle Shanahan. That's what he values is his system over anything else.
I know I'm underappreciating this.
It's not about talent.
I'm just.
It's not about potential.
I wanted a trench.
You know how Kyle is.
Yeah, I do, and
you know
he's
how
not
Kyle
going to change.
Is, though, right?
Yeah.
Kyle gets burned. Once Kyle gets burned,
he goes
the opposite way.
He does. That's good.
And Deebo has burned Kyle.
Yep.
They gave him a bunch of money. Yeah. Deebo showed up fat. Right?
Yeah.
Then he disappeared. He has been nothing. He has been nowhere near that one awesome season that got him $41 million guaranteed, Ronbo.
Pop, we got to pull up, though. I agree. Well, we got to stop, Pop. But valid points. You've made me see clearly, and I'm seeing clearly about Ricky now. So I'm getting better. So all right, let me.
No, you'll be fine. But it is disappointing because you should take the best player available, and they didn't. They could have got that dude later. And honestly, I don't think that Luke McCaffrey is that much beneath this guy.
Oh.
I don't think he's that much of a departure. See. They're closer than you think.
I imagine so.
But like I said, outside of Marvin Harrison Jr., would be Marvin Harrison Jr., Ricky, and Luke are the only guys who are going to start for Kyle in his system this year. It may not be week 1, but it could be week 5 or 6.
Yeah. Okay. We're probably going to see him at some point no matter what. All right, Pop, glad you chimed in and cleared that up. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
You got it, man.
Night, Pop.
Where, man?
See, this is why I love talking to people who pay attention to college football, because this rate, the picture's becoming clearer now. Trey? What? Come on in, Trey.
Yo, Ronbo.
Trey.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, this is another Trey. We got about 3. Trey, it has been a minute, hasn't it? How you been doing?
You know what? Not so great. Ever since that Super Bowl, you know what? I haven't slept a clean night in a minute. But you know what? And then on top of it, Ronbo, this Pearsall nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been a very critical fan of the Niners, but I don't understand what was going on there. I mean, we needed line in the worst way possible. Mm-hmm. Also secondary, right?
Yeah, basically.
And, I think, you have Jackson Powers Johnson, right there available. You got Kool-Aid, you got Cooper, some of these guys, and I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded by what happened tonight.
The highest rated interior lineman in the draft by some people, and we went on by him. Now somebody else is going to get him tomorrow. Watch the Rams or the Hawks or the Cardinals pick him up. See, these are the kind of things where you have to prevent. Ricky Pearsall, we have plenty of receivers. If you really want Ricky, get him in it's just hard to understand. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, and you know what? And I'll be honest, I haven't been fully listening to some of the other callers, so I'm not sure if this was discussed, but I have to think, right, that this Aiyuk still might be moved, right? At some point in this draft. If that's what they decided to do with that 31st pick, right? I mean, again, I get it. It's a deep class for offensive linemen and receivers, but I mean, to reach on a guy like that. I just, I don't know. That's, there's guys like
GMs around the league and asked him would they
Leggett
pick Pearsall off at 30. Because Leggett they showed him next. Panthers picked him up. Panthers were delighted that the 49ers picked up Pearsall. Oh, Leggett's still there.
Yeah.
Don't get him. I never seen Leggett before. I seen him flash across the street. Oh, Jesus. Why? Why did you go for him? Big, strong, and he say he's fast. Oh, man. So here we are.
And you know what, Ronbo? Here's the thing. You know what? As a white man myself, if you're going to go white receiver first round, you go Lad McConkey there, right? Like, let's just be honest.
Okay.
And you know what?
What?
That's where I'm at with it. Like, what did they see in Pearsall that we all didn't, right? Because I think that was a reach, and I think that there were better guys available even at that position. And there were better guys available for what they were, needing for their needs. Right. So,
they didn't address it, and in this year, Trey, we're still going to say, well, there you go. And we didn't remember we got Ricky Pearsall in the first round. Look at Brock. Is he moving? Damn it! And what happened? Dude came around the right side and damn near killed him. Wow, we don't need Ricky Pearsall. Could have blocked him. See, that's what I don't want to go through. Hi. God.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, thank God that they've pieced together.
Shit, he might block better than Deebo.
This line, yeah. I mean, hell, hopefully, hey, hopefully we can move Kittle to tackle at some point. That's what I'm looking at, Ronbo.
See, that's right. Kittle's already over.
Because at this point, I mean, God damn.
I want him out on pass. I want him at the end of passes. This just speechless about some things here. What do we do?
Yeah, I'm speechless. You know what? I'm speechless, Ronbo. You know what? I was looking for, like I said, Kool-Aid, Cooper. I mean, some of the, secondary O-line. I know, Powers Johnson. I know Kingsley. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last name just out of respect.
Anything.
But yeah, I mean, just yeah. And then to go receiver after not even moving Aiyuk like that.
He's a first round pick. He's going to be paid too. Trey, we got to go. It's going to be short after this because we've been here for enough hours. But listen, I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you got time.
No, I appreciate it, Ronbo.
And Trey, I'll remember you too.
As always, man. I appreciate it.
As you mentioned, you're as a white guy. Trey, you're one of the only white guys I know with the name Trey.
Hey,
I love it.
I appreciate that, and I'm an outlier, and that's I'm just I'm here to spit facts when it comes to the Niners.
And I want some more.
People
too.
may not like it in the comments, but you know what, Ronbo? I appreciate you. I appreciate your platform, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Hey, you, Trey. Looking forward to hearing from you tomorrow. Have a great night.
Take care, man.
You too. Yo, KC. Ricky got King Mufasa. Ricky got these haters shook. King Mufasa, I don't hate on him. I just don't understand why was he priority one. He may be great. I may love him later. I just don't know him. Yo, Casey.
Ronbo, what's shaking, man? Yeah, this doesn't make no sense. I mean, can this guy play offensive line, Ronbo? I don't think so.
I thought that was going to be our biggest priority one is we got to get some offensive linemen in here. No, we got another wide receiver.
I will say this: he does look like a playmaker. He looks like he's got some great hands. Looks like he's got, like he's got hops. I mean,
I wish I could have him. I just wish I could have had him in the second round somewhere else. I don't have a problem.
It's a Kyle pick. This is a Shanahan style pick here. I don't know, Ronbo. These guys are.
Hey, Ronbo.
Playing with fire, Ronbo.
Yeah. Okay. Fam, hold on. We're gonna get you in. Hold on a second. We try not to get everybody talking at the same time. But Casey, okay. So tomorrow, maybe we're gonna get this fixed. I don't know who's gonna be left, unless the 49ers.
Yeah, well, not today, Ronbo.
Because it picked 62.
Maybe tomorrow.
Huh? Who's gonna be left at 62? Unless we trade up.
I don't know, Ronbo. It's got to either be offensive line or, secondary. I mean,
a lot of
who
times.
knows, Ronbo?
Stacey, we got to trust these guys. Because remember, a lot of times they get late round picks that we had no idea existed and could play football like that. Because Fred Warner is still a legendary 3rd round pick. So, I'm just upset now, but I imagine it'll get better. Every year I feel better about
I'm not really
did.
impressed with this draft so far, Ronbo. It doesn't seem like there's anyone in the draft that stands out so far. But who knows?
Well, you see that monster the Rams got to play on the defensive line?
Yeah. Their first pick, their first rounder in forever.
I hope he's not.
Here we are in April.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember, my sports betting's been going really, really nice lately. I hit the nicest 7-teamer of my life the other night. I followed up with a 3-teamer and another 3-teamer today. I'm up like $2,000 last 2 nights.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, even though the 49ers are messing up, Casey's not good.
If I was a betting man, I would say that the Niners are going to go defensive line tomorrow.
And like last year, Kyle said, there were no offensive linemen in this draft, especially at that point, I suspect, that were better than anything else they had in camp. You know what? One guy's already said the Chargers won this draft. Why? Because they went and got Joe Alt to protect their quarterback. So Harbaugh's coming in with explosions.
Yeah, it's not good news for Danny Gray either.
No, that's true. He's definitely expendable now.
Yeah.
Well, Ricky's got a block. I mean, I imagine he does block, or Kyle wouldn't bring him in. Kyle's not bringing any more people in that won't block. So I imagine he's probably going to be a good ball player. And we're going to love him later. I wasn't ready for him now.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad they didn't trade up though. I'm glad they didn't mess around with that. It doesn't really seem like there's anyone in this draft this year that's
you should be trading up for.
Yeah. Yeah, not that I've really seen Ronbo. I mean, maybe Marvin Harrison Jr., but
well, yeah. But everybody else
Ronbo,
is,
I don't watch college.
Yeah, neither. But everybody else is saying there's another wide receiver that's better than Marvin Harrison. The next guy that got picked up.
Mm-hmm. I will say I like the Raiders pick. However, the Raiders did draft a tight end in the first round last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Did they? Well, this guy's reminding everybody of Kittle. They got a similar style. But there's only one George Kittle.
Michael Mayer.
Did you say Mayer? I'm talking about Neighbor. Neighbor is the other wide receiver everybody likes over Watts. The guy that just drafted.
Well, they drafted this guy Meyer.
Michael Mayer was the tight end that they drafted last year.
Oh, Michael Mayer last year. Okay, thanks, Ellis. So yeah, they're still looking for the elusive tight end they can't find. And meanwhile, Devontae standing back right. Y'all can trade me. Get into the first round. Get your top 5 pick. Devontae doesn't want to play in Vegas. Poor guy. Locked up in Sin City. Casey, I know you'd like to be in Sin City. Can you imagine you living in Vegas? You're already in Reno. Casey,
Ronbo, I can't. I live in Reno. And,
yeah, you still got convenient spot right there, and it's a little more comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely two different animals. Ronbo, I've been playing poker for a long time, and I've had a lot of money come through my hands, and I still somehow never made it to Vegas, and I don't really feel like I've missed much.
You probably have.
I've played in a lot of big games in a lot of places. Yeah, I've been with a lot of beautiful women all over the world.
I was waiting for that case 007. Guess we got to go, man. I was just short after the draft. Let me see you tomorrow, okay?
As that classic song says, no matter where I go, I see the same, Ronbo. I'll catch you later.
Looking forward to it, Case.
Blessed night, Ronbo.
You too. Night.
All right, buddy.
Hey, yo, Charles. Charles. And if I already know. Oh, this Tony. Hey, Tony, get in there, T.
Aloha, Ronbo. How you doing?
Aloha, Tony. I'm mesmerized. I didn't know what exactly to expect, but that I did not see coming, and I didn't know what to do. I said, what?
Yeah.
A wide receiver? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, so I think the big mistake that Kyle Shanahan made in this on this first day was not doing what the Chiefs did. They should have traded up to get ahead of Dallas and then taken Worthy if they wanted a wide receiver. That's what I honestly think. And they missed an opportunity, but they didn't do that.
No.
Then at 31, I would have drafted Cooper DeJean, or who else is still on the board? Jackson Powers Johnson.
Yeah.
I think Cooper DeJean would have been the guy I would have drafted. Now, that all being said, I don't hate this pick. I think it's a reach. I would give this pick a B-, but as Papa Dragon was saying, the kid can play. And he is what Kyle Shanahan looks for in a wide receiver, like more than just, pigment. Like he's someone that Kyle Shanahan likes the skills of. Let's put it that way. So let's now here's the other thing. I think of all the positions in the NFL that Kyle Shanahan has drafted, he has earned the right to sort of call his shot on wide receiver. Okay, look at this. Okay, players who Kyle Shanahan has either drafted or signed as an undrafted free agent: Aiyuk, Deebo, Jawan Jennings, Kendrick Bourne, Trent Taylor, Richie James, George Kittle. Those are all good.
Wait. Tony left out Dante Pettis.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm getting there.
Are you getting there? Okay.
The two busts. Jalen Hurd, who was injured,
I forgot
right?
about him.
And Dante Pettis, right? Who started strong, but then something happened up here, and then that was that, right?
Yeah.
Now,
because Hurd,
Ronnie,
the only thing wrong with him was his leg. He was going to be a good football player.
He was going to be really good. He'd be really, really good. And we have two incompletes with Ronnie Bell and Danny Gray. Now, I honestly think that this means that Deebo Samuel is going to be traded tomorrow. I know you're going to talk about dead cap. If they trade Deebo Samuel before June 6th, it's like $20-something million of dead cap, but it ends up being like a $6.5 million cap savings, which, by the way, would be enough to sign another player or go into that Aiyuk extension. And also, let's not forget that Aiyuk, I think, was a senior when Pearsall was at Arizona State as a freshman. So I think there might be some camaraderie there. So all indications are, I think this is a definite Kyle pick. It's a telltale Kyle pick. He reached for a guy who he liked, but he also reached for a position that he knows how to draft. And so I think it's going to end up being okay at the end of the day. Now, tomorrow, there's great players on the board right now, right? Cooper DeJean, Jackson Powers Johnson, and others, right? We have that second. We have all those other picks. If we trade Deebo tonight, we could be in the running for some of those top 100 players. Now, that's the thing. The meat of this draft is 33 to 100. Right? So if we do well in rounds 2 and 3, we set ourselves up for the future. And one last thing about Deebo. It's better to get rid of a player a season too early than a season too late.
Yes.
That's all.
Bill Walsh. Yeah. And I forgot about all the picks we have. We can move up in round 2. We got picks. Yes. We don't need all those players. We need to get DeJean. And we need to get an offensive lineman, of which there's got to be one left. I like that kid.
Kingsley Suamataia. That's the one I want. But
okay.
We'll see if he's still there.
All right. What position does he play?
He plays right tackle. He goes to BYU. And then there's a super project, Kieran Amegaji, who is baby Trent Williams, except that he has no experience playing in the NFL. And not even in real college football. He was in the Ivy League. Sorry, Ivy League people out there. But he might have some injury issues. But those are the two. And then also day 3 pick, Christian Jones, right tackle from Texas. So those are the guys who I'd like to see. Also the Gaines, the guard from Connecticut, also still out there. And also Ronbo. According to Dane Brugler, there are 5 starting centers in this draft. So we don't need to reach for center either. We can wait till the 4th or the 5th to draft the center and have that be good too. There's again, I think this was a reach. It's a B- pick. The kid can play. He's going to be good, I think. And I think we owe Kyle the benefit of the doubt with wide receivers only. And let's just take it from there.
Yeah, that's all we can do. Because you're right. Deebo probably is going to make an exit before that date that you mentioned. But I tell you what, I just hope some of these people are going to be left that we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, a lot of us are going to be like, oh, my God, here we go into another season with a minimum amount of talent on the offensive line.
Yes. Don't get me started on that again, Ronbo. We can do that after the draft, but let's wait till then.
All right. Tony, good stuff.
Mahalo, Ronbo. Take care.
Really good
Aloha.
point. Night, fam. Aloha. All right. Jalen.
Hello, Ronbo.
Yeah, Jalen. I was.
How you doing? How you doing, man?
Oh, Jalen, I'm not. I've had better days. I'm not. I'm.
Can you hear me clear?
I can hear you. Light's being shed on what happened. I'm starting to understand a little better because I was shot like with a howitzer when I first. What?
Yeah. Shout out Jack Ronbo, man. We really need fans like that. Jack, he came in and because Ronbo, a lot of guys they gonna jump on the player because it wasn't what they wanted. And Ronbo, if he doesn't work out, if the kid doesn't work out, Kyle, fuck you because he didn't ask to be taken here. No, Ronbo, I'm being serious.
True.
Ronbo, he did not ask to be taken here. And we're a run first team. If he doesn't get the looks, Ronbo, if he's not what we thought that he's gonna be in the first round, it's not gonna be his fault. Because he didn't ask to be taken here. It's not his fault. That's number one. So Jack, I appreciate you coming in here and you defending the kid. You telling us he's a good player. I think a lot of people are confused though. They're trying to come in here and defend the player and make it seem as if we're trying to say he's not good. This is no different if the Chiefs had the first pick and they took Caleb Williams. We know Caleb Williams is good, but they got Patrick Mahomes. Why the hell are they drafting him? Ronbo, we just lost 4 quarterbacks. What the hell are we drafting a wide receiver for?
I'm trying to tell you.
We've been talking about offensive. Ronbo, me and you just had a conversation. You said, Jalen. I said, man, Ronbo, Kyle just will never learn. You said, man, Jalen, after all this stuff that Kyle has been through losing these Super Bowls, Kyle's probably have learned by now. And you said
Ricky's going to be a punt returner.
Ronbo, and you said he was going to address the offensive line. Look at what this clown did. This man Ronbo, he took a wide receiver. And Ronbo, let's just call it how it is. He's a white Ronbo. He's going to get overlooked. Nobody was thinking about that kid. No, I'm not Ronbo, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, but he was going to get overlooked.
Trey called in. And he said the same thing, and Trey's white. And he said, I'm white, so I'm going to tell you right now. And he ran it down. You know what? There's something to be said about that. Because jokes are going to be made about that on late-night talk shows.
Ronbo, Kyle, Ronbo, Johnny Wilson is still out there. and I'm not even saying the kid can't play, Ronbo, but you know damn well nobody had him on their draft boards that high.
Ricky Pearsall?
You know it.
Of course I do.
Cooper got drafted, what?
You could have got him later this second.
Ronbo, come on, Ronbo. Like that we just lost. We needed an offensive. Come on, bro.
I just want to say again, I want to apologize. I am not hating on this kid by anybody. I'm not hating on him. I just said I wanted him. If we're going to get him later.
The player's good. Nobody's saying that the player is not good. We did not need him. We didn't need him. The kid can probably play out of his ass. The San Francisco 49ers did not need another offensive weapon. We needed a lineman. We needed a big man.
A run stopper would have been nice if you have to do something.
Yes. Ronbo, nobody's saying the kid can't play. We got people coming in here trying to defend the kid's play.
Yeah.
I'm sure the kid can play out.
No
his
doubt.
Ass.
Tony ran it down perfectly.
Ronbo,
knows what he's doing when it comes to picking wide receivers.
I'm 100% sure. We just lost 4 quarterbacks. You would think we would take a lineman. What the hell is this guy thinking? Ronbo, what is this? What is he thinking? What is on his Ronbo? Please, let me ask y'all something, chat. So if Ricky Pearsall is in Deebo Samuel's spot in the Super Bowl, are we winning the Super Bowl? If you take Aiyuk out, and you put Pearsall in, are we winning the Super Bowl? If you replace that guy with either one of our starting wide receivers in the Super Bowl, are we winning that game? I don't think he's coming in and making a difference like that. On our team, no. On our team, no.
Yeah. We gotta wait, Jalen. We can.
Hey, but let me just tell you something. This is Jack, real quick. Let me just tell you something. Who else jumped a 42 vertical and ran a 4.41 40, and also is a white boy. Cooper motherfucking Cup. And the reason why why he got him, I'm telling you, because one of our dogs is getting traded. That's why he's preparing for that,
Jack,
and he
Jack,
sees something.
Got him in the second round, Jack. Nobody was thinking about this.
I feel you. I feel you on that too. I was thinking that too. I was feeling you on that too. But for his system, he says this is the best guy because we got to get rid of him. So once we trade one of our dogs, and we're gonna get an old lineman like y'all want, or a cornerback, or whoop-de-whoop. Trust me on that. It's happening tomorrow, baby.
Jack,
Stay
you'll
tuned.
love this. Sarah Costa, Ricky Pearsall, equals mark, Julian Edelman. You know what? Thank you, Sarah. If that's the case, you will never hear me again question Kyle Shanahan picking up wide receivers. We got to go, though, Jack. And also, Jalen, tomorrow, let me see you. Let's see what happens. Maybe we'll be a little more happy.
I'm sure the guy can play. But, Ronbo, we know damn well we could have gotten him a whole lot later. You know that. We probably could have got him in the third round, Ronbo.
I don't know about that. But I do know I want an offensive lineman priority one.
Ronbo,
or give me a run stopper.
I'm going to just be real with you. Johnny Wilson's still out there. I really think that kid could have went to the third or late second round.
All right. Jay, let me see tomorrow, and maybe we might be relieved of some of this pain. All right?
All right, Ronbo. I'll talk to you.
All right, fam. Looking forward to it. And then Cub says, no, he's not Julian Edelman. You know, Edelman, there's a lot. Edelman was a bad boy. I mean, Edelman, that dude just knew where to be, how to get there, and how to go about doing it. Edelman's a craftsman. If he is anything like Edelman, though, I'm going to be delighted. Jamie.
What's up, Ronbo?
Well, Jamie, I really wish, I don't know. What do you think about what happened here today?
Well, the bad thing was I had to take off and go somewhere right as our thing was. Yeah, dude. I sat here and watched the whole thing, as painful as it was, all the way up to like 6 picks before, and I'm like, damn, I gotta go. So I took off, and I finally noticed who they picked, and I'm thinking to myself, you know, Danny Gray isn't going to see the field, so this is going to be our fastest wide receiver.
And
he's a 4.41. He's going to be our fastest wideout.
Well, he's probably
faster than Aiyuk,
and he probably blocks too.
Yeah. But dude, everybody keeps saying he was going to go late, and he was going to go at the top of the second round. There's no way we would have had to trade up and trade a bunch of picks up to get him. That's why they took him right there, because him and McConkey were the two receivers next, and that guy from SC or whatever, South Carolina.
I don't know. All I know is that immediately the Panthers. I look up at the screen. Everybody's been talking about Leggett, right? I didn't know what a Leggett was. Leggett flashed. Yeah, looking at this monster. Look at, oh my God! It says in the middle of his profile, Yak. I said, this is what we do.
Yeah, did he go?
Go get him. Yeah, he went to the Panthers after we got through drafted Ricky. So that means Ricky, we could have got Leggett right there.
Oh. Yeah, didn't the Chiefs end up with Worthy?
The fastest man on the planet? Yeah. That isn't helping. That's not helping anybody
in the league. And they picked behind us, right?
Yeah. What? Who? What?
They picked behind us, right? Yeah, Chiefs, we passed up Worthy.
Did they?
No, they jumped up ahead of us?
Well, yeah, the Chiefs traded up, I think. Yeah, the Chiefs, they did trade up past us. And then they picked up.
They had to have because they were behind us.
Yeah, the Bills are stupid. You know, if anybody should be concerned about what the Chiefs get, it should be the Bills. So they trade up, and he goes up and gets somebody to help beat the Bills' ass even easier.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. Keep your pick, and you pick up that kid, not them. Why did you get Patrick Mahomes something like him? I said in the combine. Okay, well, just to make sure Patrick Mahomes doesn't get him.
Leggett was gone and Worthy was gone, so the next two receivers was Pearsall and McConkey. And after that, it drops off. So, I mean, he was going to be going in the top of the second round.
I want you jump roping butt booty naked right in my face so I can see that booty bouncing with maximum efficiency. I'm not going to lie to you. I want that and I desire that. I need that. I'm dreaming about that, man. Give it here. I want you jump rope.
What is that? What is that?
Was that Don Burr?
I have no idea. That was strange stuff right there.
He was into that.
Anyway,
astronomically.
Yeah. Anyway,
man, we got all kinds of stuff going on. Yeah, I'm glad that he didn't pass. I think he was going to take Worthy, or if he was there, I'm pretty sure he wanted to get faster.
Kyle is. You make a great point about Kyle being concerned about Danny Gray. I think Danny Gray is pretty much finished.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he's not going to play. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't pick up McCaffrey's brother too.
Well, now who's that just said that Luke is not much behind as far as skills go?
Yeah,
Ricky. Anyway,
yeah,
it'll be funny if Kyle picks up Luke as well. I like these guys trying to get every last dollar out of us. I'm getting rid of both Aiyuk and Deebo right now. Okay, you know what? This is gonna be strange. We'll see. I don't. Yeah, they're not getting. Aiyuk stays, whether he likes it or not.
Yeah, I think they might get rid of Deebo, but I don't know. Apparently they're going to get rid of one of them because they just brought back Trent Taylor, and we signed Jennings to another year, and we just drafted this kid. So I don't know what they think they're going to do with them all. We got Ronnie Bell. We got so many receivers. I mean, somebody's leaving.
And I like Chris Conley. So, we got problems on that end, and we need to get some offensive linemen. Please, Kyle, tomorrow. Anyway.
Yeah, that's what we need tomorrow. The first thing. But we don't pick again until 62, right?
Well, better be picking earlier than that. Just got all those extra draft picks back there. Those rounds, combine that and move up.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to go, though, fam. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right?
All right.
Hear from you.
Talk to you later, Ronbo.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, God, here he comes. This is going to be funny. Bill, that wasn't you talking about booties jumping up and down, was it? Bill? Bill! Maybe it was Bill. Insane. Bill!
The B for booty stands for Bill.
Booty Bill! Bill! Bill must be... Okay. Let's come back to Bill.
I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Okay, there you are. Bill! Okay. This is the aftermath of a draft that we waited for 3 years. What are you feeling right about now? And are you, where are you on this?
Kind of looking at the highlights. I had seen him. I never heard of this dude before. I knew it was going to be a name we never heard of. I called that.
We do that, don't we? We do that a lot.
Yeah, it was going to be a name we weren't even thinking of. He's close to a wider boy like I thought. He's short, but, looking at it, looking at some of his college highlights, checking it out, he kind of reminds me, and maybe this could be a good thing, is a Cole Beasley.
Is he small?
He's small.
Well, we got Trent Taylor. Why do we need another small?
Oh, my God. Oh.
Go ahead, Bill.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. That wasn't me.
What was that?
I have no idea. But he seems to be in a place. Hey, but Bill, okay, Cole Beasley, he's not that kind of quick, though. That's the thing. Beasley's lightning
better.
quick.
He's probably like a better 2.0 Cole Beasley, like faster and more athletic. And
he's a little bigger, too, I think, than Cole.
He's not that much big. He's a short dude.
Okay. Well, I don't. We got Trent Taylor back.
So I don't know. I was like you. I was like laughing. I'm like, oh man. And you all want an old line. We're not getting an old line. I don't see him.
I know. I was
picking up an old line.
I was so ready for that. And the 49ers select center, blah blah blah. And I thought maybe they pick up Graham. No.
No, I see them picking up a few defensive players.
along with a couple more wide receivers.
No.
Who? I don't know.
No. You want more wide receivers? We need some run stuff.
I didn't say I want more wide receivers. I'm talking about the Shanahan move.
Oh. No,
and it's not going to be a name we want. It's not going to be what we know, what we think, what we dream of. So we can just forget about all the players in the chart that we want, that we say is good. It's not happening, Ronbo.
Yeah.
The players I want, the players you want, the players the other guys want, none of that's happening.
Kyle doesn't want him and John. Okay, but we've been wrong about a couple of players. I'm gonna go ahead and wait to pass judgment on this. Initial shock, okay, but I'll wait.
And don't be surprised if he grabs another running back, because he loves to do that.
You know what? Kyle, don't do it. Please, God, don't let him do it. We don't need a running back. We can get him in UDFAs. Nobody's grabbing running backs so far.
He should have got Kool-Aid. The way he could have said, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I love his name. I really do. This is some very interesting names in this draft. But, wow. It's hard. It's like scary waiting for the 49ers when they get on the clock tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'm with you on that. I already have Brendan Rice going to either the Eagles or the Jags or something. And all the names we want, we like, they're not going to us, man. And most likely some of them end up either in the Rams or the Cardinals. They made some steals today. I'll tell you
the Rams picked up an absolute stud. I mean, that dude just looks fiendish. The guy's as wide as he is tall, right? And all power. And they showed his highlights, and he was unblockable. He reminds you a lot of the guy that just left the team. I don't know if he's going to be like Aaron Donald, but he's got the makeup to do so. We'll see. I don't know who's going to block him on our team.
I don't know. The Niners, they're happy where they are in the O-line, so they think that they got their guys. So we say we need an O-line when they're probably saying we already got some.
It's like Pablo says, what everybody wants, it's always going to be the opposite. Remember that. Pablo, it should be like that. Yeah. Why can't we get somebody that everybody can say, oh, God, yes.
We need to stop looking at all these names, and we need to look at the names none of us are thinking. And if he does get an old lineman, I see it happen in the 6th and 7th round. Yeah. So we need to look at the names we don't even think of, we got to start thinking outside the box, I mean,
Bill.
I called the first pick would be the water boy, and that happened. So what next? It could be the chair mover. It could be the
Bill.
Somebody could be a cheerleader. I don't know, man.
We could get one of those, but we got to go though. I'll look for you tomorrow. All right.
Give me a 49er shout out and
a Niner. Tomorrow.
Buster, you have some Tylenol, something for your head.
Nice.
And maybe if you don't like no Tylenol, have something to drink, like a beer or something on the side, or some margaritas.
A good shot. That would do it. All right, Bill.
Great
night, fam. Addicted to Action says, I want 49ers to draft Brendan Rice. Deebo is gone. Addicted. Okay. Thanks for that contribution. Do you really want him? Not in round 2 or 3, though, okay? I'd like to see what he looks like in a 49er uniform and how well he does. But he's got to beat people out. He just can't be in here because he's Jerry Rice's son, though. Steven!
What's up, Ronbo?
Okay. Ramea, don't let me catch you messing with Nikita. Got to tell you guys coming in here, don't mess with Nikita or Sharice. I'm telling you, you're gone immediately as soon as I see that. Hey, Steven, go ahead.
Hey, so I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody when I say, well, fuck, but at the same time, it's like, we once you actually kind of look at the research and what he's done, 14 touchdowns in 4 years at Florida State. That's pretty bad. That's pretty damn bad. But also, you got to look at who he made look good. So it's like, okay, well,
what's that quarterback? What's that quarterback that got hurt last year?
I can't remember.
Anyway, he was his quarterback, and like you're saying, Ricky made him look pretty good.
Yeah, Ricky made him look pretty good. And if there's one thing I can tell you, Ronbo, is it's been a proven fact time and time again in the NFL. What makes a quarterback good is receiver.
Always.
You take away a good receiver, and a quarterback just looks average, guaranteed. So the fact that we picked up this kind of receiver this early in the draft was kind of a shake for everybody. It's like, why would we draft so early for a wide receiver when we could have drafted a little bit sooner? I mean, not sooner, a little bit later, I guess you could say. But the problem is that,
Go blow your nose if you need to wipe it. Don't use your hands and wipe your nose. Your hands are not.
Anyways, we need a punt returner. And, we got Chris Conley, we've got Trent Taylor, we've got Juwan James, we've got Deebo, we got Aiyuk. Problem is that, Aiyuk is our wide receiver one. Deebo is not showing up. We're losing Deebo, guaranteed. I'm telling you right now, I've called it once, I've called it twice, I'm going to say it again. Deebo's out of here. Good riddance. Thank God. We paid him a lot of money, and we learned our lesson. He showed up, got his back, got fat, and disappeared.
I was thinking of Richardson.
Huh?
I was thinking the quarterback was Richardson. Yeah, Deebo. You know what, though? The 49ers, it's not, money-wise, it's not practical to get rid of Deebo just yet. So that might not happen, Stephen.
Well, the problem is that if we get rid of Deebo, we get some dead cap, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, we get some dead cap. The problem is that we don't have to sign Aiyuk right away. And Aiyuk would be too stupid if he decided to sit out this season. What the Niners could do is hold out, let's see how you do, and if you do well, here's your big bag, have a nice day. Goodbye to anyone else who's standing in the way, you know what I mean? And the problem is, too, Ronbo, is that we're so desperate for a Super Bowl, I wouldn't be surprised if they did get rid of Deebo, kept Aiyuk, didn't extend him yet until next season, or possibly trade him for something a little bit better. Deebo's gone tomorrow, I guarantee it. He's gone.
Tomorrow?
It's
only tomorrow.
Yeah, it's done. He is done. We're done with him. There's nothing more terrible than having a wide receiver who got paid millions upon millions of dollars to not do jack shit. It's like, why did we even pay you if you were going to do this? So
didn't Deebo pick up 1,000 yards last season?
He picked up, I can't remember what he picked up. I don't remember him picking up 1,000, but I do remember before that contract, he was doing pretty damn good. The moment he got that contract, he got fat and lazy.
Yeah, so the mac and cheese.
I mean, I hate being that guy. I hate being that player because, it's like, hey, he's a professional athlete. Yeah, I get it, but at the same time, bro, like, we're paying you millions. No, well, not me. The organization's paying you millions, and you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing jack shit. So one of two things got to happen. Either you take a pay cut, which ain't happening, or two, you got to go. And so the problem is, too, Ronbo, is that, we've got too much of a small window to fuck up at this point.
Yeah, no, that's true.
In my opinion, Ricky Pearsall, I didn't expect him to come this early. I honestly didn't really expect him at all.
You know who Ricky is,
but you know what? Yeah, I know who he is, and I've watched some of his highlights. And let me tell you, that one catch, cool, impressive. But the problem is he going to stay healthy? What happens every time we draft a powerhouse talent that's supposed to be extremely good, regardless of it's running back, quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, whatever? What happens in that first round? They get hurt that first fucking season.
And especially wide receivers, yeah.
I think, damn, man, it sucks because it's like, there's no offensive tackles that really stand out, So it's
I know,
like,
and that's he got drafted already. That's why I'm a little concerned. But this draft is loaded with tackles. But we got to go, Stephen. Let me see you tomorrow, and I'll be able to say, Stephen, you were right. Deebo is on the road. But otherwise, it's
Ricky Pearsall is a great route runner. It's what we need. Brandon Aiyuk gave him a thumbs up. He recommends him. Cool. Right. But you know what, Deebo? So long, buddy. You're gone. Goodbye. No more room. Goodbye.
All right, Steven, I need to say, we're going to see you tomorrow, okay? All right, Steven.
All right, Robo. Have a good night.
All right. Steven's hard on Deebo, and he's on him. Darius!
Come on, just helmet.
What's up, Ronbo?
Darius, I don't know. I feel empty inside. I thought, I don't know what I was expecting, but I thought it was going to be an offensive lineman or a defense or a run stopper. Those were our two biggest agonies last year. We couldn't protect the quarterback. We couldn't stop the run, and we got a wide receiver. So I felt like I just got shot. I said, what?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely wanted offensive lineman.
Yeah.
But, people acting like this is a third-round, prospect. He's 40th on the big board. He's a high second-round pick, so it's not like we did some, crazy, reach.
No,
he would have gone – if we didn't draft him right now, he would have gone, top 5 in the second round, right? So,
you know what? I bet you he is good. And it was just as a matter of positioning.
He's honestly, I think if he develops the way that he should and the way that we can develop receivers, he's going to be a better Deebo Samuel in the fact that he can run the route tree. He can run a route tree. Deebo can't run routes.
No.
Deebo can't run routes. When I wake up tomorrow, I hope Deebo's off the team. Personally, I was never – no, I'm being so serious. I was never a big fan of Deebo.
Yeah.
He's getting receiver money when he's not a true receiver, right? He's getting $24, $25 million a year when he can't run routes.
Yeah.
Right. So if we drafted, let's say we drafted, what offensive lineman right now was available? Let's say we drafted the center out of Oregon, right? Jackson Powers. So we drafted Jackson Powers. Everyone would be throwing a parade, right? And then tomorrow we just traded away Deebo for a top 10 pick in the second round, and we drafted Ricky Pearsall.
Oh, that would have been ideal.
Have no problem.
Yes.
Okay, so just imagine that and flip it. That's the ideal situation. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not really stressing over this. Did I want an offensive lineman today so I can sleep easier? Yes. But if we just go ahead and we trade Deebo tomorrow and get a top 10-ish pick in that second round, and we draft the offensive lineman, you're not going to hear people complaining. I know they got personal attachment to Deebo because of that one fluke year he had where we would only throw him the ball, when we would only throw screens to him because Kyle Shanahan refused to use Aiyuk. He put him in the doghouse and whatnot. That's why they have that attachment to Deebo. But honestly, I don't care. I've just been numb of emotion ever since that second Super Bowl loss, and I just want to watch my team win. I don't care what we do, as long as the team going to get better.
Yeah.
And that's that. We all wanted an offensive lineman. We all wanted DB. Shit, it didn't happen. But I think we're going to get an offensive lineman tomorrow when we trade Deebo, and that's that.
You also believe we're going to trade Deebo tomorrow?
I just don't understand why you would keep Deebo over Aiyuk. What does Deebo do better than Aiyuk? Literally nothing.
But I don't know
he does nothing better than Aiyuk.
Oh no, if they're trying to make a choice between the two.
Well, okay, Brock Purdy's not Jimmy G. You can actually throw the ball down the field, right? And Aiyuk is literally a top 5 route runner. He's a top 5 route runner in the NFL. The connection that him and Purdy have is really it's. You could say again, that's a top 5 connection in the NFL. The numbers say that, right? Yeah. Why would you keep Deebo, who's an injury-prone player, they're gonna make the same amount of money when Aiyuk gets that contract, who's a worse player? You're gonna take Aiyuk over Deebo every day of the week. The only problem is Deebo has that cap hit. We're gonna probably maneuver out of that, and then boom, problem solved.
Yeah,
we're gonna be a better team. Hopefully, we're gonna be a better team by tomorrow, and that's that.
Yeah.
Because we'll probably address offense. If we trade Deebo, we address offensive line or DB. And with our later pick, we're going to address offensive line or DB. People forget this is a really deep offensive line class, right? All the great tackles that people wanted, by that time were gone. All the tackles were gone. You would have had to reach way more than you were reaching for Ricky to get an offensive tackle at 31. And that's just a fact. I know people, that's what they wanted because of how bad our O-line is, but if you just go do some research, we would have had to reach, even Green Bay when they got Jordan Morgan. They reached crazy to get Jordan Morgan. Now, I know if we got Jordan Morgan, everybody would be happy because, look, it's a right tackle, we can rejoice.
You're right.
Right? No, yeah. I'm just saying how it is.
That's true.
I know people are upset. But it's fine. I have trust in this organization that tomorrow we're going to trade Deebo, get us an offensive lineman, and we'll be all good.
Well, it's going to be after next year's first round. I don't think the 49ers are going to let Deebo go for unless less than a first-round pick, though. So it might
We're not
be
getting a first rounder for Deebo.
Well, that's what I'm
I
thinking
think
too.
he's gonna be 28, 29 by the end of the next year. He's old, Ronbo. We drafted him when he was 24 years old.
Yeah,
the guy's old. He's injury prone. He's got like 1 or 2 more years on an expensive contract, and he's not a traditional receiver, right? So you can't put him in every single system. That's hard to get a first round pick out of that guy. That's just the truth. Your best chance of getting a first round pick out of him was after that 2021 season, which we obviously didn't do. I think a high second round pick at this point in his career is the best you're going to get. And like somebody said, you better trade him earlier than trade him later. And who knows what's going to happen next year? You're going to tear an ACL, have more hamstring problems, and then shit, you might even struggle to get a second rounder for him. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to win a Super Bowl, man. Whatever it takes, bro. Like I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I just
we got to stop fooling around. The windows, the lights getting a little dimmer every season coming through that window. So, yeah, I have no argument to offer. I just want the offensive line to protect Brock a little better than it is, and I'll be delighted. Ricky, I've got nothing against Ricky. I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like. I just wanted an offensive lineman first. That's my only thing.
Yeah, it's the main thing. The main thing, people is just shocked. People are shocked that we took Rick. Like, a lot of people didn't know who Ricky was. It's a shock factor. Like, if we took Adonai Mitchell, I don't think people would be as shocked because Adonai Mitchell's a household name. You know what I'm saying? So, like, even if you took Keon Coleman, who's 10 times worse than Ricky Pearsall, people wouldn't be as shocked. Yeah, they would be upset, but they wouldn't be like, oh, who the fuck is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, just, like, trust me. Like, once you get past the shock, go do a little homework. Trust me, guys. We'll be all right, bro. We'll be all right.
Good stuff, Darius. Good to hear from you. We're going to be back tomorrow after the second round, and let's see what's on your mind then. All right?
All right, bro.
All right.
I'll see you later, man. Have a good night.
All right. Night, Darius. Yeah, Darius put that straight point forward, didn't he? I'm you know, the more we talk about this, I'm trying to make sense of what's going to happen tomorrow because I'm thinking ahead already because I still want that offensive lineman. I don't want McKivitz over there thinking that job's just his. Yo, Ellis.
Ronbo, what's happening?
Ellis, man, I wish I knew because I asked myself as soon as we wait all day. We're going to get this pick. Now here it comes, 31. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. And the 49ers select Ricky Pearsall. What? Okay, Ellis, you know what? Yeah, because I know you want to look at, and that's why I didn't know what he looked like. I'd heard you talk about him. I heard other people talk about him. And then he flashed across the screen after they got through telling us you will get Pearsall. I said, y'all bullshit. This can't be happening. But what is your feeling on this matter?
Did you? So you saw who I was talking about, huh?
That monster, man. I said, oh. Look that's what the 49ers running. Oh, no. Whoa. I couldn't get over it. So,
yeah. Yeah, they picked a more of an all-around wide receiver. Ricky's, I actually saw some highlights of him last week and thought he didn't actually look bad. So I'm not mad at the actual player. It's just the time when they got him.
Yeah.
We could have gotten him in the second round.
Yeah, fine. I'd like to take him.
We could have got him in the second round. We should have got, if you're going to go wide receiver, get Xavier Legette. The Panthers had been projected to get Legette. They had been talking about that weeks on end. And then I've seen some interviews where he said himself personally that he's been meeting with the Panthers a lot. Man, that boy, if we were planning on moving away from Deebo after this season, which is highly likely, I don't think he gets a second contract with us. Then we have Legette, right to fill in the position right there. Then we got fresh legs, a fresh new Deebo, a taller Deebo, a more stronger runner. Deebo's, he's kind of, you know what I mean? He's on his down, he's on a decline, and it's just inconsistent. And Legette actually looks better than Deebo down the field. Strong. He's strong at the catch point. Very big, strong, fast guy. Like we got, you get everything that you could want really out of a wide receiver. And he was running in the 4.3s.
That's ridiculous.
The high 4.3s or something like that. So I mean, come on, to be that big and run that fast, and
running that fast down the field, can't nobody tackle him?
Man, look, man, they did it to us again, man. They hit us with the voila, like, we all get the exhale, and with a kind of some disappointment, some mixed emotions. But like I said, Ricky Pearsall though is not a slouch of a player. No. I was listening to John and Kyle talk about him, and the way that they looked at him, you can tell that it was justified, and it makes a lot of sense. He's, very, very consistent. He runs routes well. He runs strong. He doesn't shy away from contact. He runs all of the similar plays like how we would utilize Deebo, but I think he's better. I think he's actually better, and I think he'll get even more better once he gets on the team and then he gets to train. It looks like he's a guy that we won't have trouble worrying about him blocking, downfield or taking plays off when he doesn't get the ball like Deebo does. And he's just he's a solid player. He's just somebody we wouldn't have gotten in the second round because we're all the way up at 63. See, if we had no plans on getting a receiver past the first round, that was, of that, that top class, he is in the top of, the wide receiver class. If those guys were going to all be gone, I can see why they went ahead and got him. Then I just felt like there should have been an offensive lineman that we should have gotten at the very, that was kind of my thing. Rosengarten, we could have gotten later on in the second, but, I just didn't understand. I thought we were actually going to trade up a few spots, but, that would have had to have been, I think, something that I think that we'll do that tomorrow. I think we'll actually in the second, on day 2 and probably day 3, but I think for sure tomorrow we're going to mortgage some of those picks, package them up, and we're going to move up and we're going to get in the second round again. I want us to still stay in the second round.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that's probably for sure. If you go to his pro day and you wear Washington Huskies shirts and shit like that, I think you pretty much endorsing the player. Yeah. Or whatever. Maybe it could have been for a little smoke screen or whatnot. They still have another offensive lineman on the other side, I think, of Rosengarten. That's really good too. Unless he got picked up, but I don't think that he got picked up.
I think he got picked up. Isn't his name Fashanu or not Fashanu?
Yeah. I don't think he got picked up, but if he did, somebody probably would know in the chat. I don't recall.
There are 2 Polynesian studs picked up today, both of them from Washington area. He's one of them.
One was from BYU. There's one of them that's from Washington, and then another one is from Oregon State. And the other one was from Oregon State.
The one from BYU left, so the Oregon State kid's still there.
No, the Oregon State one, he left too. He left too. The one from Washington may still be around, along with Rosengarten. Okay. Yeah, that's Oregon State.
Okay.
Right. Fashanu or something like that. Anyway, but anyway, man, look, hey, we got through it. I wasn't expecting a wide receiver in the first round by any means, but I said if we get one, it better be Xavier Legette. If it's not, y'all be on the lookout for him. He's gonna be doing some damage over there in Carolina. But we will get some good quality play, I think, out of Ricky. So I'm not jumping out the window or nothing like that. It's just it's kind of a little hot cold feeling. But we'll be all right.
I don't doubt for a minute.
No, he's not. He's not at all.
All right.
He's not at all. He's not.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, fam.
Round 2 and 3. All right, fam. Good night, Ellis.
Yes, indeed. Good night, fam. Shout out to the faithful, man. Hit that like, subscribe. You know where you at. Wipe your feet, man. Shout out all the faithful, y'all. We're going to be all right, man. We got 9 more picks left. We'll probably get up out of here with about 6 or 7. And, let's get to it.
There we go. All right, fam.
All right.
Appreciate it, Ellis.
Ronbo.
Hey, yo, Jacko, come on in.
Whoa. I'm sorry, Ronbo. I've been drinking a little bit.
Well, the 49ers will make that happen sometimes. But, the more I hear about this kid, Ricky Pearsall, I never was mad at Ricky Pearsall. I just thought that we should probably get somebody else that we needed a little more than a wide receiver. But you know what, Ricky Pearsall, I'm starting to appreciate it already. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, I would have liked the center at that position right there. That'd have been good.
There was one available.
I would have picked the center. Or that boy, Cooper. I think the Gene. I would have took that one.
Yeah. Tony was talking about him a lot. Yep.
Yeah, it's so much, but I'm not mad at the guy. It's not his fault.
Yeah, I know. He didn't, like somebody said, he didn't ask to come to the 49ers. They picked him. So there's no point in
I
getting
think
mad
he would
about
have
him.
been. I think he would have been there in the third round, probably. But
He seems like he has a
what
higher
they
rating
say,
than that.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
You know what they say, Ronbo.
What
when
do
it's
they
a
say?
white running back, and he's a bad man, and ain't too many white running backs that's bad. So I'm hoping. We got
The Texans
CMC.
had one
Maybe he
2 years ago, but he's not around anymore.
Yeah, but maybe he be the next Cooper Cup. I don't know. I looked at his highlights. He's not a slouch. It looks like he stayed in the game. Like three down. He doesn't sit. So who was that? Ellis just got off the phone. Yeah, he's not no slouch, man. He's really not no slouch. So but I would have really liked to see they picked up a center. I think it's like 4 or 5 good centers that's left.
We could have Grant Barton is ranked by some talking heads, NFL talking heads, as the best interior lineman in the college ranks. And we went on by Graham and left him for somebody else. Watch the Hawks or the Rams or somebody else pick him up. See, that's what's going to make me mad. If he goes to someplace outside of our division, okay, look, you missed him. But I don't want to see this every time.
I think who they really wanted to get, Kansas City jumped them. They thought Kansas City was going to sit tight at 32. I think Kansas City jumped them.
You mean Xavier?
Because they knew the Niners was going to get him. Yeah, I think that's who the Niners was targeting.
You think the Niners were after him?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because your boy, God damn, what's his damn name, man? Boy that can't get on the field, wide receiver.
Danny Gray.
Danny Gray is gone, so I think Xavier was their pick. That's why the Chiefs jumped him and went and got it. You know what I mean? You got to remember, Chiefs. We was a pick before the Chiefs. It had to have been the Niners targeting him. They must have knew some kind of insight that the Niners are gonna pick him up or something. And it's kind of strange that when the commentators for the draft always say after each team's pick, they're like, "Oh man, okay, that fit the system. That's a good pick."
Yes, his system.
When they got to the Niners, when they got to Ricky, what's his name? They didn't say nothing.
Because they were shocked as everybody else. Pearsall?
They didn't say nothing.
So
they didn't say nothing.
I'm wrong. Graham Barton got picked up by the Bucks.
Yeah, but one thing we do got to trust is Kyle. Like one caller said, Kyle was a receiver, so he knows them. So.
Well, yeah. He only picked 1 or 2 bad receivers, and Dante Pettis wasn't a bad receiver. Dante Pettis just had a lot of fear factors, and also Jalen Hurd. I think Jalen Hurd was going to tear the league apart had he had his legs would have worked on him, because we've seen him.
Oh yeah, he would have been a beast. We definitely would have got a Super Bowl with one if he could stay on the field without that back problem. But you just got to trust. You got to trust them. You got to trust, man. It's brick by brick. So we got what. 7 more rounds or something left, man. Just everybody just need to sit tight. You got tomorrow. We got Saturday. So I mean, I think how many picks we got? 7. I think we walk away with 4.
Yeah.
4 picks, Ronbo. 4 picks.
Package them up and use them for trading up.
Yeah, but one of those wide receivers will get moved. It doesn't matter if Jennings have a 1-year contract; they can still move him. So nobody
Jacko, no. I'll make an example. No, not Jennings.
Yeah, Jennings can get moved. I mean,
I don't want him moved.
Yeah,
Jennings is too good.
I think two wide receivers on a team will get cut or get moved around. I mean, I don't think it's too many of them. It's too many of them. I would have liked to pick. If this guy was a wide receiver that can return kicks. Be kind of like versatile on the field. I wouldn't have minded, but we need a return guy too.
I saw one. I see one here is where he went 3 years. The boy dropped 5 passes in total. That's a miracle.
Ronbo, let me ask you a question. What's the guy named Rosenberger? Is that his name? If we would have picked up Rosenberg, would you have been happy with that pick?
Maybe. Because it's an offensive
It's a
line. And I
reach
see the
still.
49ers are at least trying to make things better with that offensive line. The 49ers will tell you that he's no better than anybody else we got in camp, most likely. But I really I'm struggling with this. And there's not a lot of offensive linemen available, and I understand that. So
yeah. But you know what, Bo, let me say one more thing. We got a couple of linemen that's been on the practice squad that we picked up. I think Poe was one. I think Poe looked at his first year coming in. I think he should have started.
Yeah.
But we have some offensive linemen that's been an assistant for some while. So maybe one of them rise up to the occasion and have something to prove. But it ain't going to be a rookie lineman that's going to come in and just pick up Kyle's system, And the thing is about that center, we need to, I think some guy was talking about a guy that's out of Ivy League or something like that. If that's the case, listen, man, pick that guy up because the center got to know the defense is coming. So
an IQ, exactly.
Smart.
I thought about that too.
Yeah, he got to get smart, so we can pick him up. So, but anyway, I'll leave you guys and let the next caller pick it up where I left off from. But Faithful, just relax. We got tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got 2 trades up tomorrow. We getting some good players tomorrow. Trust.
We will. I believe it. All right.
Yeah. Have a good one. Have a good one, Ronbo. Yes, sir.
Thanks,
all right,
man.
Bo. All right.
And Norm, what time is it? This is funny. I haven't seen Norm in weeks. Storming Norm. Come on in, Norm. Be great to hear from Norm tonight. I need some comedy relief. There's some comedy in here already tonight, but this is, I don't know, I'm still numb from that. I didn't expect that. I was so shocked. There he is, Norm! Huh? Norm, you got no sound. Can you hear me? Norm has never had this problem before. I don't know what he did different today. Norm hasn't been calling in recently, and he's gotten out of a button shape. Norm, still no sound. Norm, maybe go through the sequence all over again. As I see it with the eyeballs on the shirt and everything. I can't hear anything now. All right. Let Norm work on that for a minute. We'll come back to him. Okay. Norm, call back. And see, maybe you got a bad connection. Every now and then that happens. All right. All right. All right. Eric, come on, E. Huh? Oh, Mark.
I'm with the man, the myth, the 49er fan, legend, Ronbo.
It's that Mark. Well, I haven't talked to Mark in forever. Mark, good to hear from you.
Minute, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm just now since the Super Bowl, Ronbo. I haven't been. Yeah, I had some personal stuff. I don't get into it, but I lost in the family major one, and I was banking on the Super Bowl. I put too much stock in it, and I just kind of tapped out of sports until now. I'm just.
It's a good move because it could be really unhealthy. I think any of us has watched the 49ers and attached to them like we are. Man, when they did that, I went, oh, the rest of the month is, damn, all you can do is relive every moment that they messed up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I just haven't been watching sports. Once I put that much into it, I had to step back. So I'm just now getting back into it, draft night.
Healthy.
Man, but chill out, 49er fans. Chill out. This dude is a baller. We may not know him. I didn't know him. But when I prefer Kyle and John picking their guy versus the guy that, everybody knows, because the track record for us is they've been first round picks. When they pick, the big name guy, it's barely, but Aiyuk and Bosa are the only two as they've been that when they pick the guy with a name, they haven't hit on them much, man. They do better when they pick their guys. So, I think this is going to work out.
And Mark, something? Aiyuk wasn't actually a huge name because of the school he went to, but Aiyuk can play.
No,
Bosa,
he was one of their guys.
Yeah, and everybody knows.
Yeah,
Bosa was just a no-brainer. Everybody knew he could play.
Exactly. Yeah, Aiyuk was one of their guys.
Yeah.
people were saying the same stuff. All this stuff we hearing right now, we heard the same stuff about Aiyuk.
About Aiyuk?
When they picked Aiyuk.
Herm Edwards had already told everybody about Aiyuk, though. So actually, you trust him. But, you know.
Yeah.
It was an initial shock because everybody's thinking offensive linemen or stop the run, right? Those are the two biggest problems seemingly that we had. So
what we got to assume now is they know they need offensive linemen, but maybe they're going to try to, again, find their guys, meaning it's not going to be some big name, not a name that everybody, you know what I'm saying, is going to be familiar with. They're going to find their guys. They know they got to fix it.
Yeah, because I never heard of a George Kittle or Fred Warner either. But look at that.
Exactly.
Look at that.
That's why I'm chill out. Let's just chill out because we'll find out when the season starts, man. I do believe I'm not on the I hate Deebo train. I don't know what it is, but I do.
Yeah,
I am ready. I'm ready to move on, Ronbo, but it's not because of he's this, and that. It's more so because of the cost and you know what I'm saying. What am I trying to say? I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if Deebo, he has a couple splash plays every year, and then he gets hurt and disappears.
Yeah. I
personally would rather get a traditional wide receiver out there running this guy. I know he's going to be a slot more than likely, but I think it's time to move on from Deebo personally, but it's not that I don't see the value in Deebo or I'm going to sit here and downplay. Deebo's a dog. I like him. I just don't know. We need to depend on somebody is all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, because when he leaves, it hurts us. It hurts the team every time he leaves, and he's usually out a week or two, and then he comes back, and he lasts a little while longer. But then all of a sudden he'll drop in the middle of a play, and you know his hamstring was about to snap, so he has to get up and walk easily to the sideline, and hopefully he'll be ready for the next week. That is a problem, you know, because he's the only one who does that.
I think Kyle's ready to get in his Sean McVay bag, meaning, you know, he got Cooper Kupp and Puka. You know what I'm saying? I think Kyle's ready to, you know what I'm saying, have a little bit more wide receiver, traditional wide receiver. Yeah, I think he's, you know, the gadgets and the screens. I think we're still going to see it because that's part of his, but I think he wants to do a little bit more. Right. So when you get a guy like that who can run the full route tree and team up, I don't think Aiyuk's going anywhere, man. I really believe it's going to be Deebo, if anybody. They could keep them all and then just see what happens from there.
Brock Purdy's going to get a lot of money next year. I didn't think about it, but Deebo probably is the guy that they'd like to see if they could just remove from the equation.
Yeah, that's my bet. I mean, that's the wisest thing. But overall, man, I just think we got to chill out. That's why I called it. I'm hearing everybody panic. I'm like, dude, this team is draft 3rd, 4th, 5th round. Brock Purdy, don't just let them do their job. Their board ain't our board, man. So we just got to chill out. We just got to chill out.
We'll survive it. Fam, good to hear from you again. You know, Mark, I'm glad. I hope your situation, whatever it is, I hope it gets better and better and better.
Yeah, I lost my father last night, man. So my father was a huge 49 fan. So I was, the game, I was putting a lot of stock into they're going to do it for Pops, And then when that didn't happen, it kind of broke me. Yeah. Well, so it's all good.
Yeah, that's just
it's all good.
All right.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Just wanted to call in and check in. I seen you was on still, so I said, let me go ahead and call in.
Hey, glad to know that, Mark. All right. I'll be here for you tomorrow if you got time, too. All right.
All right, bro. Take care.
You too, Mark. Night, fam. See that? You know how many stories like Mark's probably out there, people attaching too much feelings into the 49ers and they jump up and do the things they do? And I'm not talking about the draft. I'm talking about that game. You know what? I'm not going to talk about Super Bowl. You know what we should do? Try to forget about that Super Bowl. Hey, Norm.
Can you hear me, Ronbo?
I can hear you clearly now, Norm.
Man, you see this, man?
Yeah, I'm looking at that.
I guess I came in at the right time because this is a salute to the last caller, bro. Man, I can't even imagine. Bro, that goes for that straight up. You feel me? Yeah. And initially, it was for the reactions that I've seen from drafting Ricky Pearsall, man. And I brought some wine with me, too.
Just so I thought I was looking at just a picture. It's Norm as he drops the camera down. No, what vintage is that?
Huh?
What vintage you drinking?
Oh, Pinot Grigio.
All right. Look out. Pinot is always great. Or the Pinot. Norm,
It's
you know,
the right one, you know.
Most of us got caught off guard on that. Nobody saw Ricky get drafted with the 31st pick. I can't imagine anybody, but it's just, I don't know. Now that I've relaxed and thought about it, it's not the end of the world. Norm, go ahead and amplify on that.
I don't even know what it is. I don't even think it's the end of the world. It's like the continuation of a plan, maybe.
Yes.
And
That's
maybe
what I'm hoping for.
But it is. I don't know. Like, me more personally, I'm the type of Niners fan that has really seen them strike gold in the later rounds. The first round is cool. Like, that's like, I be dig everybody. That's, first of all, shout out to welcome to the Bay, Ricky Pearsall. You know what I'm saying? If you can show us the same thing that Christian McCaffrey does, is how a white man runs football. You can show us how a white man catches football.
This is going to be a joke all season long. I can see right now.
White man is running football. That'd be great. Salute. All salute. Like, come on, man. Stop playing with us, man. Welcome to the Bay. Okay, so secondly, I'm just like, my thing is, I don't cry too much about these parts of it because it's not done yet. You feel me? We're not done with the draft yet.
No, that's
it's
true.
Like
we picked one player.
We from the Bay Area. Like, what is the main thing that we do when we out here in the Bay Area is catch Dungeness crab. So when you catch Dungeness crab, if you pull all the buoys out, you may not catch the first buoy. You be like, man, I don't want to go crabbing no more. And then when you go deeper into the waters and catch all the ones that you threw out before, catch 3 hours in a day, when all the tides catch in, boom, you start catching the keepers. Oh, God.
The ones with them legs. Come on, that's got some legs on it there.
Like Buffy the Body. You feel me? Stop playing with the Megan Thee Stallion one. But the males, though, you can only catch males. You feel me? Oh, God. But anyway, that's a different story. No, but Ricky Pearsall is, I don't see the problem with it, though, because my thing is this. We have some great receiving core. We have a great receiving core, but we also have a tendency to be in certain parts of the season where we have a few weeks off where we don't have the full receiving core. So at that point, that's when you have someone who can step in and fill that role and try to prove themselves. Just like we had when we had the last pick we picked a few years back. He had to step up, had to be the next
P.
And ended up becoming him. You feel me? Stop playing with me, bro.
It's just a norm. It was just a surprise. I think most of us thought they was going to go some kind of a trenchman. It's going to be offensive or defensive line.
Me too. My thing is, I hope. See, this is the only gripe that I have with the 49ers. Somewhere, somehow, fulfill those needs that I feel like the Niners need to fulfill as far as all the acquisitions and losses that we took in free agency. Now we have spots that we fill with the young guys like on the line roles, especially offensive linemen. And I'm talking about that last drive in overtime in the Super Bowl is like really in my mind. I'm like, get an offensive lineman that knows the assignment for real. Like,
and it's going to be hard to do that.
That can get that tap. That could do the tap. That makes them understand. You feel me? Stop playing with us.
No, we got to stop. I'll tell you what I'm going to do, though, Norm. I'm glad to hear from you because we hadn't heard from you in a long time. Let's football season's back in. Norm's coming back in officially now. It's on.
I'll be back. I'll be back to see how the full draft goes in. I want to see how the later rounds work. You know how they do their shit. But that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, and
for all the whiners, try Pinot Grigio. You can wine very well, and it's Niners all day.
There goes Norm recommendation. Night, Norm. Oh God.
Peace out, y'all. Shout out to the faithfuls. We doing it for the Bay.
That's right. It's got to happen this year. No more fails, please. All right. After you mentioned, who did Patrick Mahomes pick up today for a wide receiver? and who helped and who facilitated that move? Josh, your team, the Buffalo Bills. Since when do you guys trade with the Chiefs? We never trade with the Rams. We never trade with the Hawks. Why are you guys trading with the Chiefs? I don't understand that. That makes no sense to me. And made sure that he got the fastest body in the draft. Hey, Tony, come on in.
Ronbo. It's been a long evening.
Tony, but you got your quarterback.
Ronbo, I'm shocked. I'm not mad. Ronbo, some Falcons fans that whine and crying.
Why?
But other ones, yeah, but other ones, all right, he's gonna be the next Michael Vick. I'm like, here we go.
I know. Listen, you know what? Why people think quarterbacks sprinting all over the field, out the pocket, and missing running back. You know what? Lamar didn't even try to do that this year. Find the receiver.
No.
Get rid of the damn ball. I mean, that's the thing.
Michael Vick never won anything. Michael Vick never won anything, but they love him wholeheartedly, and some of them hated Matt Ryan, even though they show Matt Ryan love now that he retired and all that. But they like, if you do a poll of a popularity contest, they're going to say Michael Vick overwhelmingly over Matt Ryan, which is asinine.
You know what?
Matt Ryan will always be my quarterback.
Yeah, it's Bo Nix that you guys got, right?
No, we got Michael Penix.
Oh, Penix. Penix can sit down. The only thing they say about Penix is he needs to sit behind somebody like Kirk Cousins, and he will.
Exactly.
And get seasoned up and learn how to be a pro, because otherwise he's ready to roll.
He is. Man, we could have had the best defensive edge in the draft, or the second best. I like the Latu and down the center, like I told you. Right there.
I saw it.
But like you said, Ronbo, you put a couple callers. They never going to take who you would want them to take or who you think they're going to take.
No. It's like they did it on purpose. You know, man, because, Tony, I need an offensive. Everybody knows we need an offensive lineman to bolster up if we're going to go anywhere. Brock just needs an extra second to work. Can we get that, please? And then the run. People are going to run on us next year the same way they ran against us this year if we don't do something about that. We didn't get anybody. Well, you know what? They say we got a couple of guys in free agency that might be able to fill that void. If we would have drafted somebody, most likely wasn't going to beat anybody out. But waiting on Drake Jackson to improve, the guy we got from the Panthers, I forget his name, he's got a really unusual name. Those guys can set the edge. I don't know if Drake is going to be ready to go or not, but it's just frightening to know that people are going to run on us. We already got rid of Eric Armstead. We picked up another guy from Texas that might be okay. Tony, do you know anything about that guy from Texas? I forget his name. We just got him here a few weeks ago, or during the free agency period.
What position?
He's defensive tackle. And he looks good. He doesn't get hurt. He's not nursing injuries all the time. So
let me do some research and find out who it is, and I can get back with you on that. But Ronbo, let me read some stuff here about Pearsall. Ronbo, I didn't mean to laugh, Ronbo, but y'all had me cracked up. It's like, what the? And Ronbo, Leggett went on the next pick.
Yes!
I could have hit that 17.7 yards a catch.
Oh.
That dude's a stud.
I know it, man. I didn't know who he was. I've heard you guys talk about him. But then he flashed across my screen.
Yep.
What? Damn. We got Ricky,
6'3",
and you could have had him?
Yep, 71 receptions for 1,255 yards, 7 touchdowns with South Carolina, 17.7 yards a catch last year. Now Pearsall last year, Pearsall had 63 catches, 858 yards, 13.6 yards a catch, and 6 touchdowns last year for Florida.
Okay. You know, I don't see him as a bad football player. I really don't. I just didn't. At that point, I wanted a trenchman. I don't need a wide receiver as far as I'm thinking, right? And maybe we do, because I don't know what the 49ers' future plan is. Tony, we're losing a wide receiver. I don't know which one it's going to be. I don't. People hating on Deebo. I do not hate Deebo. I understand what they're saying, but I don't.
Ronbo, y'all not going to pay Brandon Aiyuk no $30 million.
And see, I
like
know
I said earlier in your chat,
right?
I don't see y'all doing that. Can't see it.
So
I can't see it. But Ronbo, let me read something on Pearsall for you. Maybe it'll ease you. I'm gonna do the weaknesses first to get that out the way.
Right.
Weaknesses: The big concerns when projecting Pearsall value and impact at the next level is his long speed and explosiveness. His ability to win at the catch point didn't require a ton of separation at the college level.
Mm-hmm.
But those contested catches won't be easy against NFL competition.
It's true.
And Pearsall lacks the elite burst to run away from man coverage or take the top off opposing defenses. Says he can also struggle. This is the last part. He can also struggle on the line of scrimmage against bigger and more physical corners when facing press coverage.
So
that's the weaknesses.
So forget about getting past Jalen Ramsey. Hey, but you must have some pluses.
Yeah. Here's the strengths. Toughness and versatility are the two foundational pillars of Pearsall's game. He can line up outside or inside the slot. And the way he can vary the speed of his releases and route breaks consistently catches opposing defenders off guard. Pearsall is one of the best in this class when it comes to being fearless over the middle or in any kind of traffic, where he'll do whatever is necessary to come down with the ball. He's a smart receiver who understands defensive schemes and knows how to find the soft spot in the zone coverage.
That's why Sarah Costa called him the modern-day Julian Edelman. Hey, what you just said defines Edelman to the T. All right.
Ronbo, I thought I just read Jennings' bio.
But Jawan adds some more dimension to it than that. Jawan Jennings is amazing.
Yes, he does.
I do not want to see him leave under any circumstances, and I know the 49ers don't either. I'm dying to see what they do next year because he doesn't have to take any more one-year contracts. And if he has a good year, oh, my God, what are we going to do?
Ronbo, all those defensive players was there. I'm not mad at the Penix pick, but we could have had we could have had Miles Murphy, the defensive tackle that Seattle took at 16. I either wanted him or Dallas Turner or Latte. We could have had either one of them.
Look at that big Musa Rams got a defensive tackle looking like Aaron Donald. Oh, man.
He's the best defensive tackle in the draft. I didn't think the Rams would get him, though.
God, they probably had that. As soon as Aaron Donald said he was leaving.
The pick before. Well,
Tony,
the Rams did good. They did good, but I ain't giving them no credit.
Don't admit it, yeah. Tony, we got to go. I'm going to tell you what. Look, I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully I'm not crying. I'm hoping to be a happy man tomorrow. And, yeah. I'm not
but
crying.
The networks are blowing up. The networks are blowing up over our pick, saying, well, why did we draft Penix? We got Cousins for 4 years. He's going to be sitting money-wise and all that. And
hey.
I'm not mad at the pick. I'm just surprised of the pick.
Well, yeah, that's true. Good point about the network. I'm noticing that because Kirk could get hurt. He snapped his Achilles this year, right? Quarterbacks go down. If you got a kid that's being, and hopefully it doesn't go down anytime soon, but in the meantime, you got the new quarterback coming in. He can learn some things. He needs to. People need to stop trying to stop these quarterbacks.
Earlier. Did you see? You were watching the draft. Did you see the crowd? They kept showing the different views of the crowd.
Yeah, I did.
The draft and the front on the stage, and then at the front you saw seats, and then there's a little minor plastic wall, and then behind that, those 200,000 people were standing the whole time. I made jokes about that, ran them out of the chat. They ain't even got no seats for all those people. What kind of city Detroit running?
And he still interrupted people talking trash. My God. Anyway, Tony, I'll tell you what.
I'll see you tomorrow, Ronbo.
All right, Bill. Have a good night.
What time you coming on tomorrow?
Probably right after the draft. I'll be here during the draft, but right after.
Yep, second and third round tomorrow, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Hopefully y'all can use some of those fourth round picks to move up if y'all want. Now tomorrow is the wheeling and dealing.
Yes, because the fifth round is where we do our best work anyway. Fifth round.
Yes,
fifth round is where we do our best picks. Yes, get rid of them fourth round picks. All right, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night.
Talk to you tomorrow, sir.
Looking forward.
Take care.
You too. Thanks. All right. So that's it. What a day, huh? Long day. Fam, tomorrow we're going to have something to hoop and holler about. I just know it. You know, second round picks are always hot. Third round, usually somebody you don't know anything about. Or if you watch college football, you know all about. So, you know. Mark, hey, to know I'm from Arizona, I just found out Rick is from, we just got? From Chandler, Arizona. That's 10 minutes from Mesa, Arizona, where Brock, hey, look at Mark. Mark, you got all kind of 49ers around you, man. Ricky, you got Brock. Maybe you see them hanging out together when they come back to visit the fam. Mark, thanks for the contribution, fam. All right. We shall see you tomorrow. Thanks for the contributions, fam. And also, subscribe so we can find you and send you that invite to come on over and join us. All right? And don't forget to like the likes, all right? Subscribe. See you tomorrow. Niners! Got it out. I didn't think I'd do it.